One day I was walking down the hallway. It was the beginning of the semester, and I overheard an interesting conversation. "Where are you from?" "I'm from North Jersey. What about you?" "I'm from Jersey too. From Central Jersey." "Where? Central Jersey doesn't exist. Are you an alien or something?" I was confused. It was so weird seeing two people from the same state having such a big argument about the territory. That is how my investigation began. If we look at the history of New Jersey, then we can see that from the very beginning of its existence, it was divided into two parts, not three. Back then, it consisted of East and West Jersey, with a diagonal line between them. Despite the fact that in 1702 they merged into one state, they had two different capitals until 1776. So there are no clues to the existence of Central Jersey in history. The main factor in determining regions is often their culture. And since New Jersey can be found between New York and Philadelphia, the influence of those locations help shape the differences between the cultures of North and South Jersey. You may ask, what would the culture of Central Jersey look like? Sandwiches became my first clue. North Jerseyans call this processed meat Taylor ham, and Southerners know it as a pork roll. Originally, that confusion appeared because the company known for producing Taylor's Prepared Ham had to rename their product because it did not meet the requirements to be considered ham. Afterwards, the name was periodically changed to pork roll and Taylor's ham. Central Jersey uses both of those names, and nowadays we can say that the use of either is correct. Peter Genovese offered a simple explanation in Thrillist. All Taylor ham is pork roll, but not all pork roll is Taylor ham. A similar topic of debate is what to call this kind of sandwich. A majority of the North claim that this is a submarine sandwich, or sub, while the South know it as a hoagie. This is far from a universal divide, as restaurants like White House Subs can be found down south in Atlantic City, and Boogie's Hoagies resides upstate in Hawthorne. As for Central Jersey, they have adopted hoagie as the dominant term, as seen in locations such as Hoagie Haven and Princeton. These names have origins in New York and Philadelphia, and once again, New Jersey's proximity to them is said to be the cause of this discrepancy. In terms of the meat, cheese, dressing, and toppings, there is no major difference, although the presence of a massive franchise like Subway has helped popularize subs throughout the entire state. There are other regional divides that Central Jersey is quite literally caught in the middle of, whether it be between baseball teams or convenience store chains. With North and South Jersey bordering two aforementioned states with strong cultural and commercial identities of their own, it makes sense that these regions would adopt their own unique wordings and preferences. The lack of definite, legally defined boundaries for Central Jersey have made the area more elusive. However, even though its notoriety is partially derived from its relationship to the rest of the state, Central Jersey has been acknowledged enough by both its citizens and state officials that I believe it should be considered a part of New Jersey. It may be unknown exactly where it begins and ends, but Central Jersey helps give a less-known third of the state an identity of its own. Although some might say that it's only 1/4 of the state.